Hi, I'm Ray. Today we're in a storm and it's freezing. So I'm going to show you a few ways that we can keep a polytunnel or your greenhouse warmer during the winter. The first way is to shut the door. It's absolutely freezing out there. If you've got a mesh on the polytunnel, then make a little cover. Just add a bit of plastic, pull it down over the door. That's going to stop the cold air coming in. The temperature is currently 5 degrees. So we're going to do some more things in the allotment to make our polytunnel warmer. So to seal some of the gaps, I've made a cover which can sit over the door. And that's going to stop any cold air coming through the gaps and increase the temperature in the polytunnel. That's also going to... So another way to keep your polytunnel warm is having a mass of water, like a water container in your polytunnel. This will heat up during the day and then it will let out the heat during the evenings. So adding a water tank in the polytunnel will add a couple of extra degrees to that heat. The same way as if a water tank heats up, concrete slabs will also heat up during the daytime. When the sun's on the slabs, they will heat up and then it will release the heat during the night. So adding concrete slabs is a good way of adding some extra heat. You can add some more cover by adding some fleece over your plants at night. Just adding an extra protection, make a little mini greenhouse in the polytunnel. That will also help protect your plants and your flowers in your polytunnel. If you've got a small greenhouse or a small polytunnel, then you could use bubble wrap around the glass of your greenhouse, or even just using fleece, or just using a fleece just to protect those crops during the winter time. Will give it a bit of warmth. So I found my compost bin that was rolling around the allotment. I stuck it inside the polytunnel just to keep it safe. But then I've also thought, if I keep this in my polytunnel, and then when I've added some grass and some bits, some rotted waste, it's going to heat up. It's also going to add some extra heat into the polytunnel. So you could add a dedicated section in your polytunnel for a hotbed. Add some fresh manure, cover it with some compost on top, and then that'd be great for a hot bed in the tunnel. And that's going to raise the temperature of the beds. So we can see the temperature's already going up towards 10 just by doing these simple alterations, just adding an extra protection to the front of the polytunnel, just letting the cold air in, keeping it out. So sun's coming down now, so it's going to warm up nicely. So the final way is using a terracotta pot and some 24-hour candles. And if you want to find a way of how to make it, then just click on this video here. Cheers!